Bismillah, salatu wassalam ala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Welcome my dear students of Riyadh Salihin Secondary School, the 3rd grade 2, a new lesson of your book Mega Goal 5, Unit 1, pages 10 and 11, Conversation and Listening. Conversation, page 10. Listen to Adnan and Badr talking, then discuss the questions. Now, my dear students, you are going to listen to this conversation between Adnan and Badr talking about something. Please concentrate to answer the questions properly.
Conversation. I'm really excited that we're going to share an apartment to save money while we study in New York.
I am too. But you know, a lot of friends end up arguing about chores. So I was thinking it might be a good idea for us to divide up the chores before we move in.
Yeah, I do think we should discuss that. I'm sure we can work out a fair division of chores.
Of course, we'll each clean our own room. And since there are 2 bathrooms, how about if I clean one and you clean the other?
That's fair. And each week we can take turns cleaning the rest of the apartment.
Hey, do you want to do our laundry together so that only one of us has to go to the laundromat each week?
We're on the same wavelength. I was just going to suggest that.
I really don't like folding the wash. If I wash the laundry, would you be willing to do the folding?
No sweat. And how about cooking? I don't mind cleaning, but cooking is really not my cup of tea. Would you do the cooking if I did the cleaning up?
Sorry, but if there's one chore I hate, it's cooking.
Well, it looks like we're going to be eating a lot of takeout.
Now, my dear students, you have listened to Badr and Adnan talking about chores, and they are going to share a room or an apartment. What do you think is going to happen? Are they going to be helpful to each other or not? Please answer these questions. What problem are Badr and Adnan trying to avoid? How do Badr and Adnan divide up the chores? What chore does neither of them want to do? What solution does Badr offer? After listening and reading this conversation, we are to answer these 3 questions as follows. Number 1. What problem are Badr and Adnan trying to avoid? They don't want to argue about chores. They won't be good if they argued about chores, what you do and what I do, and so on. How do Badr and Adnan divide up the chores? They will both clean their own rooms. They agreed upon that. They will each clean a bathroom. They will take turns cleaning the rest of the apartment. Adnan will wash the laundry and Badr will fold it. Indeed, they divided up the chores very good. What chore does neither of them want to do? What kind of housework they both don't like? Neither of them wants to cook. They both hate cooking. Badr suggests they order takeout food often. They will live on delivery and takeouts. Now, my dear students, we have here some sentences here. We can use them on our everyday life, and it's very efficient to be used in conversations and so on. When you say on the same wavelength, that means you and your friend or your relative are thinking the same thing. You are thinking the same thing and you are not different. No sweat. No sweat means no problem. You agree on something. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea means you reject or you refuse something or an idea, but in a polite way. To say you don't like something, it's more polite, and you are willing not to answer or refuse in a bad way. Another type of listening, my dear students, page 11. Listen to a summary about Dr. Abdullah Al-Rabia, a famous pediatric surgeon, then answer his achievements in the correct order.
Page 11. 5. Listening. Listen to a summary about Dr. Abdullah Al-Rabia, a famous pediatric surgeon. Then number his achievements in the correct order, in chronological order.
Dr. Abdullah Al-Rabia is highly respected in the medical field for his contribution to pediatric surgery and his expertise in separating conjoined twins. The work of Dr. Rabia and his team of medical specialists has enriched the lives of many children and their families around the world. Abdullah Al-Rabia was born in Saudi Arabia. From a young age, he knew that he wanted to help others and choose medicine as his career. He proved to be an excellent student, and by the age of 25, he had received a Bachelor of Medicine and a Bachelor of Surgery from King Saud University in Riyadh. He continued his studies in Alberta, Canada, where he was awarded a Master's in Pediatric Surgery in 1985 and became a member of the Canadian Board of Pediatric Surgeons in 1987. Dr. Rabia soon returned to Saudi Arabia and became an assistant professor of pediatric surgery at King Saud University and a pediatric surgery consultant at several hospitals in the kingdom. From 2005 to 2009, he held the position of Executive Director General of Health Affairs at the National Guard, and in February 2009, he was appointed Minister of Health. In January 2005, Dr. Rabia and his team made medical history by separating a pair of conjoined twins after 15 hours of surgery. This was the 9th successful operation of its kind performed at the Health Affairs at the National Guard Medical City in Riyadh. The twins' mother, from Poland, had heard of the excellent facilities there and requested help for her daughters. The 14-month-old girls were brought to the kingdom after Crown Prince Abdullah generously agreed to the operation. When the two girls finally came out of the operation theater, the relieved mother told reporters, "The day of separation of the twins is the happiest event in my life." In February, the Polish ambassador held a special reception to honor Dr. Rabia and his team for their outstanding achievement. This operation and others since prove that humanitarian assistance and medical care have no geographical borders. In April 2014, he was appointed as a consultant in the royal court.
Now, my dear students, we have listened to this track. We will now number Dr. Al-Rabia's achievements in the correct order according to the time they happened. Now, my dear students, let's check your answers. I hope you numbered them right.
Page 11. 6. Pronunciation. While most languages have the sound, it is pronounced differently in different languages. Listen and practice the English sound in these sentences.
1. Dr. Rabia is respected for his contribution to pediatric surgery. 2. They have enriched the lives of children around the world. 3. He received a Bachelor of Surgery from King Saud University in Riyadh. 4. After the operation, the mother was relieved. 5. The ambassador held a reception to honor Dr. Rabia.
This is the way we pronounce the sound in English. Now, my dear students, it's your turn to practice the sound at home or with your friends. Number 7, vocabulary building. Here, my dear students, we have some words and their definitions or meanings. Try to think of the best or the right meaning of each word. Number 1, compensate means to overcome a weakness with a strength. 2, deficiencies. A, ways in which something lacks what it needs. Fearsome. B, causing great fear or fearful. Invaluable. Invaluable means extremely valuable, priceless. Predators. C, animals that live by hunting others. Thank you for joining me, my dear students, by Mr. Muhammad Farooq.